Hello once again, Nick Nielsen here for you for another episode here of 11 Days of Remembrance. I have Craig Bird with me here once more, and Craig, we have a Southeast Saskatchewan local named William Wallace to talk about.
Yeah, I was contacted actually by his family who live out in Heward, and he had farmed that area for most of his life and ended up joining the war in World War II, and ended up in the Royal Canadian Electrical Mechanical Engineers for the duration of the war.
I see. So we've got a few things that the family has donated here to the museum. What can you tell me about the different medals and things that we see?
Well, his family had contacted me because he actually had a few other items to donate, and in talking with the family, they learned about the military museum and what I was doing here to showcase members of the military from the Southeast. And his son is actually a U.S. resident now, and his nephew is still up here in Canada, and that's who I was talking with. And in conversation with the family, he got a hold of his cousin and told him what we were doing here with the Southeast Military Museum, and ended up sending up his wartime medals as well as his pay book and some other militaria off his uniform, as well as a beret and some photographs. So Mr. Wallace was part of the Canadian Forces, ended up going through Italy. There's actually a photo here of him while he's in France with some of his unit mates, and it was taken by a Canadian Forces photographer, and just given a little bit of history as to what was going on during that time period. So we were lucky enough, the family donated his medals in his memory, and we have his medals as well as his pay book. And part of the thing that I like with the research and history end of all of this is I'm in the process of getting his military records. Unfortunately, because of COVID, it's taking a little bit longer. I was hoping to have them already, but they will be on the way, and then I can find out exactly what he was doing during the course of the war and where he's been. And the family's told me some stories as to what's happened with him, so I want to verify that with his military records. And then once I get them, I'll be providing them to the family to give them a little bit of a history on their dad/uncle as to what happened. He actually just passed away here in the late 90s and is actually buried out in Heward. And so we just want to keep his memory alive, and we're very thankful for the family to be able to donate his his personal items so that others can learn as to what he did during the war.
Absolutely. So we have a little bit of history here from him now, and likely more to come. So Craig, thank you for the history lesson again today. We'll have another one for you tomorrow here on Discover Estevan. And of course, if you want to see these things in person, come on down to the Southeast Military Museum, and Craig would be happy to show you around.